everyone, and welcome to another MLM shit show. I am your host Eva. That's stupid, that's very cringy. But today we're back for another top MLM fails video, indeed, and this is the 56th episode. Kind of mad at myself because it's like 5:30 p.m. and it's very cloudy outside. I was counting on it being like a nice day so that I have a good lighting. I want to go into a cut because I've been trying to do cuts lately and I just can't do it. I like food too much, so I decided to increase my daily steps. I'll still try to be in like a slight deficit, but I'm gonna do 15,000 steps per day. I'm gonna work out 4 times a week, and I nailed my first day. However, it took me so long to get everything done, and I kind of got distracted by watching 16 Leo. I just discovered his channel. If you like commentary, funny commentary, this dude is amazing. Yeah, that took a lot of time of my day, so I'm recording late and now I'm ranting. So anyways, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you want to support me, and let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into the video. Okay, so let's start with the first one. I mean, this is gonna be a mixture of everything, so let's just start off with the first one. This one says, so many teachers joining Monat and working this business. So let's take a listen.
I meet some new faces, talk about things, but there's like nothing that's like structured and is formal work. It's a chance for us to connect. It's a chance for us to ask questions, bounce ideas off of each other. And it's a chance for me to see the indie girls when I don't necessarily. So just got back from that, had some lunch. I used to, take days off every once in a while when I could, when I was teaching. But one thing I do love is there were, I believe, 3 girls that said that they also were able to leave teaching, and they are working Monat business. So income is real. If you need options or you have questions, that's where it's at. So some things that stand out to me about teachers when they decide to work Monat as a business or any business. Teachers know how to cheer for others. They know how to serve others. They have a servant's heart. They know that when everybody is successful, that they in turn will be successful. And money isn't usually the driving factor. It's that feeling of being there for people and the feeling of helping people. We understand that. We understand the weight of that. And that's what it takes to be a good business person. You have to take care of, your customers. You have to take care of your team. You have to be there for them. You have to be consistent. You have to be dependable. With a student, I am not able to see all of the standards and all of the lessons that I expect them to learn on day one. I understand that there's pacing, and I understand that it's going to take consistency and time and setbacks, and I'm going to keep showing up. And that's all it takes with business, is that ebb and flow. So with that said, doesn't matter if you're a teacher or not. If you're somebody that is wanting to work this business, if you're somebody that's wanting to find an additional stream of income for yourself or your family or whatever, I will tell you that you are at a huge advantage if you're in the Indiana area. We are just an hour away from Indianapolis, where I live, and Indiana and Monat is very strong. We have a lot of directors, and so corporate likes to come to Indianapolis. It's within driving distance for my team. So yes, we go to a lot of indie events. We're at a huge advantage for the location where we are. Not only that, if you're somebody that you are realizing that with inflation and all of that, you are looking for additional income, we can talk business. We can talk real numbers. We can talk the advantages of doing this. It takes real work. It takes grit. It takes showing up and time. It's not going to be an overnight success, but it is absolutely.
It is absolutely fucking not. Just please don't join an MLM. Also, no, if you're in, Indiana, did you say? You're not in any kind of advantage. Yeah, maybe the corporate likes to visit and there are events or whatever, but you're not in any kind of advantage when it comes to finances. I'm gonna link Monat income disclosure statement from 2021 down below, so you can go take a look how many people actually earn any money with this company, with this business. And I hate how they use inflation to be like, oh, inflation, it's so tough, but you can join this business and provide for your family. And it's just so shitty. And the way she said teachers want to help people, so this is a good a job for a teacher, for a former teacher, whatever. And that's really sad as well, because like people who are actually like teaching or in nurses, who are actually helping people, helping kids, you know, when they go into an MLM where they're basically scamming everyone out of money, it's just the saddest thing ever. You went from an actual job where you're actually helping people and caring for people into scamming people, and you're probably not earning any money yourself unless you're high up, which is very rare. Again, income disclosure statement for Monat is gonna be down below. Next one is another Monat boss babe, and she's at the pool. It says, huh? So anyone can earn these trips. Yeah. And then there's like 2 more girls with her. Anyone can earn these trips, but again, income disclosure statement down below, that's going to show that 99% of people lose money and they actually don't earn any money, let alone trips or cars. So that's just bullshit. Next one is from the Beachbody coach, and I believe this is back when the gut health program came out, so this is probably gonna be a wild one involving that. So let's take a look.
Guys, listen to this craziness. I have not had a cup of coffee since last Tuesday. Like, what? It is crazy to me that I have not even wanted it. I was never ever the person that said, I can give up coffee or I will give up coffee for a plan. No, that's not me. I love coffee. It was my thing when I got home after dropping the kids off at school. I would sit down and work and have a cup of coffee and I would sip that, and it's just like my time, and I loved it. And last Tuesday, so Monday was day 1 of gut protocol. I had made a cup of coffee. I drank it. Last Tuesday, I made a cup of coffee, and like hours later, I found it and I was like, I only drank like 3 sips of it and ended up pouring it down the drain, and I have not had one since. This program is like blowing my mind.
I'm sorry, what is the point of this program, to quit coffee? I haven't really looked into that much. I think I watched Brianna's video on it. What the hell are we even talking about? Why is she talking about coffee as if coffee is like your worst enemy? I used to drink 3 or 4 coffees per day, which is okay, that's a little bit too much, but I mean, if you're having 1 or 2 cups per day, coffee is not a bad thing. Coffee is not gonna make you gain weight. Coffee is not gonna make you sick. A little bit of caffeine is okay. Like, why are we acting like coffee is the worst enemy and like the worst habit that you can have when there's so many other habits like smoking that are actually killing you? Like, what are you talking about, lady? This is crazy. Even if you're trying to lose weight, like, look, I'm in a deficit now. 2 of these big boys per day, regardless of my fitness goals. So you're allowed to drink coffee without feeling guilty. This is so toxic. Next one is another Beachbody boss babe, and she's also talking about gut protocol. So let's take a listen again.
Am done with house stuff for the week, and I am just completely, you'll see in a second, concentrating on prepping for the gut protocol, which my 4-week group is starting Monday. So I wanted to share this because I got a little overwhelmed myself, and I've done containers forever, but this is new. These are different foods in the containers, a lot more plant-based. So I will show you. First thing I've done is on each of the containers we have here in our PDF, we have the foods that can go into them. So actually, if I scroll to the top, you can see we started with greens. If you are following this, just so you know, anything at the top, that is the most nutritionally dense, especially for the fruits here. This is important that you know the ones at the top have the lowest glycemic index. The ones at the bottom are worse. So like applesauce, obviously not as great for you as raspberries. So we have all of these in a super easy PDF that you can print off. So what I did next is I took each of my containers colors and I wrote down my favorite things in each of the lists next to it. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my freezer and see what I already have, because I have a few meals left from Daily Harvest that'll work perfectly with it, because they're gluten-free and dairy-free. So if you're like, what are you doing? We are doing the 4-week gut protocol. We are eliminating dairy, gluten, artificial sweeteners, alcohol, added sugars, any added sugars. What else do we take out? We're adding in fermented foods. And we're taking out 2 of our plant-based proteins. 2 of our animal-based proteins each day. and replacing it with plant-based proteins or like beans. Like it's just plant-based, but I am familiar with the containers. Like I was saying, I am familiar with the containers. I've used them for years and years, but this is just kind of stretching me a little, but I like it because it's making me go away from my normal stuff like chicken and salmon and adding, like I said, we can do cloud bread, we can do refried beans. I can make fun tacos one night completely without meat. So I am really excited to start this, but I'm also going to say, I feel like I've been eating all the foods that not even I normally eat this week because I know I'm about to not be allowed to eat them. So I don't know if anybody else is doing this, but I've had like a Diet Mountain Dew this week. I had some other things. I'm like, I don't even eat this normally. Why do I feel compelled to do this? So if anybody else is like me and you kind of go crazy a little bit before you know you're going all in.
This is so toxic. Just a little 2-minute clip from these two coaches shows very obviously how toxic this kind of mindset it is and these programs, in my personal opinion. As someone who's been on a very restrictive diet in the past by the IG fitness influencer who put me on it took me so long to recover. It triggered my old EDs and some new ones. I developed a new ED, a binge eating disorder. So yeah, that's not great. I know how to recognize signs that someone has a very toxic and restrictive mindset, and this gut protocol is restrictive in itself. I believe most of Beachbody meal plans are restrictive. First of all, the containers that they use, they're so toxic. Like, don't put your food into containers like that. That's just so crazy. And the fact that they're teaching their kids, some of the coaches are teaching their kids to eat out of these containers is so unhealthy. And I feel so bad for those children because they're gonna grow up messed up. Like, their relationship with food is gonna be messed up. And then just this thing that she said, oh, I'm eating everything even though I don't eat it usually, and I don't really like it that much either, but I just want to eat it because I'm gonna go all in. And that in itself, again, is quite a toxic mindset. It should not be a punishment. You should not be looking at it as a way, oh my god, I have to go all in. I can't eat any of these things and I have to overeat now the week before I go all in. And it's like, no, even if you do sometimes eat something that you're not supposed to eat, nothing's gonna happen to you. You can still achieve your fitness goals, you can still be healthy. Balance is the key. And this gut protocol is so problematic. Just because it worked for the coach that made it, it does not mean that it's gonna work for everyone else. And the person that did it is not even certified. She's not a medical professional. You should really go speak to a professional and get their advice on what you should eat, what your nutrition should be like. Following a random cookie cutter Beachbody program is not gonna get you anywhere. Anyway, next one is, I believe, a person who's kind of exploiting her whole family for her biz. So let's take a read. Many don't know this, but when we were in lockdown, my husband was temporarily furloughed, meaning not paid. Did I read that right? Furloughed. He was with a different employer then, and while we had savings and would have been okay, it was my income that carried us through. And then she puts the picture of her poor child in a hospital, and she says this little one had to have surgery on both her hands at one point. Guess what income covered that for our family? Poor kids. Just the fact that this little girl had to go through that is so heartbreaking. But the fact that her mom is putting this on Instagram in order to promote her scammy business is disgusting. You lady, in my opinion, you need to rethink some things. I feel like this is basically exploiting your children in order to promote your business. But anyway, next photo is her 2 daughters, and don't even get me started on this expense. All expenses for dance are easily $15,000 a year. Oh my god, kids are expensive. And yet my Monat income has covered it too. My point is, we all can use extra income, especially if times are the toughest they've ever been. We never know when life will throw us curveballs, and we'll need a little extra help to cover things. Life is expensive enough as it is, and having the extra income has helped our family more times than I could count. At the end of the day, it's all about them and for them, and that's all that matters. This is just sad, like I said, especially the part where the poor daughter went to surgery. It's just very yuck. Big yikes for that one. And then she shows her car. And if you're sitting there thinking you're too busy, keep in mind I was able to earn a car program, build a team, and earned incentive trips all while full-time teaching. It's absolutely possible. Does it take consistency and dedication? Yup, but it has paid off and allowed me to be a more present mom than ever before. 110%. I actually do see her getting the car program and everything and being quite successful, but just because she's exploiting her children to lure people in, to lure other moms in. I see people joining her team because they want to like support her poor child. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, this is just disgusting in my opinion. Next one says, Monat reunion. See what I learned on a special call last night. Inflation has created on average a $280 per household deficit. Average credit card debt is $6,270. 40% of Americans have less than $300 in savings. 63% of Americans had their personal finances affected negatively over the past 2 years. Only 39% of Americans said they could afford a $1,000 emergency. 32% saved nothing for retirement in 2021. Cost of living statistics suggest millennials could need as much as $2.5 million to retire. 70% said their retirement plan is to keep working. So sad. Almost half of Americans have missed one or more rent mortgage payment over the last 2 years. If you fall into any of these categories, so if you're highly vulnerable in a very financial vulnerable situation and are willing and eager to learn how to change your circumstances, I can help you. Monat is changing lives. So just preying on financially vulnerable people during inflation, it just pisses me off. Like, it boils my blood so much. An extra income stream with flexibility matters now more than ever. I have experienced the peace of mind that this business brings, along with so much more, and you can have that too and have a lot of fun doing it. There's nothing fun about being a boss babe. You have to cold message people all the time. You have to be on these silly training Zoom calls where sometimes your upline is gonna yell at you. Sometimes they're gonna try to peer pressure you to doing like an Instagram live, which, by the way, I think this Saturday I'm gonna do a beachbody training where exactly that happened. If you're determined and excited about not being a victim to your current circumstances, let's chat. I felt just like you 3 years ago. Heart. Honestly, I don't even like want to try and be nice because this is just using people who are in financially vulnerable situation, which all of us are. You're targeting people who are already in a shitty financial situation. The failure percentages are so high, and you're going to try to lure these vulnerable people into spending so much money on this business when they have 99% of chance that they're gonna lose the little money that they have. This is just very sad. All right, next one says, yeah, anyone can really earn the trips. Reunion is our annual, I almost said something else there, conference in Las Vegas where everyone in the business has a chance to earn this trip. It's not just the people at the top who earn the paid vacations. Here's the breakdown. This year, there were over 4,000 people who qualified to attend this event. 4,000 people is not a lot because there's like hundreds of thousands of active reps. Of that, there were around 700 of us that qualified from Canada. And the best part was that I got to share this experience with 2 of my girls. Imagine being surrounded by like-minded people for 4 days who have big goals and big visions. Just being surrounded by that energy can change everything. And the biggest takeaway from this whole experience is that anyone can be successful in this. So who's coming with us next year? But yeah, just a lot of bullshit. Just what I said. Like 4,000 people who qualified, and these trips are they're not entirely free. Stop lying on social media. This one says, when I see a friend join another network company because I didn't tell them about mine. Don't be shy. Try to recruit your friends or they're gonna be recruited by someone else, which again is kind of really sad. As someone who has been preyed upon by my own gynecologist in the past, just recently, if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. It's crazy. You literally can't trust anyone anymore. That's where we're at now. Be scared and do it anyway. Be underqualified and get in the room anyway. Be messy, imperfect, and unsure and show up anyway. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Get uncomfortable. Okay, I just want to say, if you're underqualified, get qualified. Don't do anything that you're not qualified for. Scared? Underqualified, messy, but willing to get uncomfortable. Show up anyway. You should definitely not be giving out medical advice, make medical health claims that are illegal, make income claims, give financial advice. If you're in an MLM, you're not qualified to do any of that. Next one is my favorite WFABB girl. And this video is called Hot Girl Money Tip. She's doing this thing where she puts a song that will get me copyrighted. So I screen record her stuff with the sound off, so I'm just gonna read what she's saying. Hot girl money tip for you guys. Okay, if you are scared of risking $1,000 to make $10,000, you need to look at your relationship with money, okay, and how money works. I want to tell you something. Money is just energy. So many people put so much worth into $100 bill, but when you come to an understanding that money is energy, it will literally flow to you and through you so much easier. So let go of that fear of holding on to money or losing money, and I'm telling you, when you change this, you will see a change. So you can clearly see that this person is not the sharpest tool in the shed. But shockingly, we have had a Beachbody coach say the same. Money is energy. So if you attract the energy and if you have that abundance rich mindset, money is just gonna keep flowing into your life and you're gonna be super rich. And this girl is in WFABB, obviously igenius. So obviously she's trying to encourage people to pay like $1,000 to join igenius and her little WFABB team. So that's infuriating, but also it's just such a stupid thing to say, like money is energy. And when you change your mindset, when you stop being afraid to spend money and when you stop being afraid to lose money, you're gonna get rich, which doesn't make any logical sense at all. And it's just a stupid, dangerous advice, just basically encouraging people. It's okay to lose money, just risk your money, you know, it doesn't matter. It's like, what about all the homeless people or all the really poor families out there? Can you go up to them and try to tell them, hey, money is just energy. So if you start thinking you're rich and change your mindset, you're not gonna be homeless anymore. You're gonna have so much money. I would love to see what kind of reaction she would get if she tried to sell that to someone who actually doesn't have money. I would pay to see that. But anyway, moving on from that one, next one is our Arbonne boss bro. I've covered him before as well. He's extremely popular on Instagram. So let's see what he has to say today about Arbonne.
I think I sell health and wellness products. That's not what I sell. You want to know what I sell? Here, come here, I'll tell you. I sell love and happiness. Simple as that. Yes, there's health and wellness products, of course. But when you join me in business, you will be loved. There's a community. You'll be believed in. You will be a happier person. So of course I sell health and wellness products, but what I really have to offer is love, is hope, is opportunity, is happiness. And I need you to know my vision for you is massive. So I know.
So apparently he doesn't sell Arbonne, he sells happiness, which is like, what are you talking about, Wade? This is the guy that literally charges $10 per day to be a part of his accountability group. $10 per day. So he earns $300 per person just for the accountability group. Might I say during inflation as well? Like, who can afford that? And this reel has almost 1,000 likes on Instagram, which with the new algorithm means that he has a shit ton of followers who watch his content and support his content, and a lot of them are in his downline. He has a big team. I don't know, I'm very angry today. I think I'm still angry from my MLM gynecologist, reflecting all that disappointment and anger that I'm feeling towards her into this video. Brainwashing 101 right here.
3.
First of all, this is so giant. There's so many people. Make them feel like this is a big unity and make them shout these things, these false statements to convince themselves that it's a great business opportunity. When again, I'm gonna link an Arbonne income disclosure statement down below so you can take a look for yourself if you haven't already, just how many people end up losing money and not earning any money with this great business opportunity. But anyways, I think that is enough of ranting for today. I'm sorry if today's video was a little bit of bad energy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to do better next time. I always try to approach these things and these MLM people with the benefit of the doubt. I try to look at it from like a side, okay, maybe they're really brainwashed, or they might not be aware of what they're doing. I feel like I didn't do that today, and I'm sorry if I was a little bit too sour today, but yeah, that was just the mood that I'm in. Thanks so much for watching anyway, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you want to support me, and yeah, I hopefully am gonna see you in the next one. Bye.